Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom, if you haven't figured that out already. White truck still doesn't have a transmission. The gray truck is still filthy as hell. And today is Wednesday, but it's not the Wednesday you think it is. So you're probably watching this when I'm planning on having this video come out is going to be on Wednesday, which is 1 week from today. And the reason for that, and the plan is to have spaced the previous two videos a couple days apart, so just give you guys some content, because I'm going away, and when you see this on Wednesday I'll actually just be returning home. So figured that wouldn't be good to tell 2,000 people that, hey, I'm going away for a week. So anyhow, I'm going down to the hunting camp down in Lower Slower, Delaware, to go chase Bambi around. We're going to be shooting muzzleloader, so we're hoping for a buck. They practice quality deer management down there, so that means I think it's 15 or 16 inches wide rack is the regulation. Basically anything sticking past the ears is legal. So I'll be down there for the week, and it's a pretty sweet spot. Cell phones don't work, which is awesome. You get there, you might as well just shut it off. I'll take mine out to stand with me and just use it as a clock, but no text messages, no phone calls, no Instagram, nothing. You're completely dead from the world. We do have one antenna TV inside the main cabin, and that's just pretty much there for news. So have it on in the morning before we go out, while everybody's getting their morning coffee and all that, and maybe in the evening just see if the weather's going to be the next day and all that kind of good stuff. You actually have to leave the camp and go a few miles down the road to make a phone call. So being secluded like that in this day and age is worth its weight in gold. So anyhow, what are we going to do before I head out? I got to clean up all these parts. I don't want to leave them sitting outside. The only reason I've left them outside is we haven't had any rain or bad weather, so it's not hurting them out here. We're also going to clean the truck because it is absolutely filthy. It's been quite a while since this thing's had a bath. And I know all that seems kind of boring to you guys, but I definitely have a special surprise. Another vehicle that I have that you guys don't know about, you've never seen, I don't think I've ever talked about. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up, we're going to wash the truck, and then I'll show you that special little surprise. You know what, before I clean all this stuff up, let me run through it again. So if there's anything you guys want or need, just give me a shout. Give me a couple bucks, I'll ship it to you, whatever. Except for the intercooler and probably that drive shaft, they're a little bulky. But we have a factory intake manifold with the throttle valve still on it, and a delete plate, the factory exhaust manifold. These parts are all off the 10. Exhaust manifold with the EGR delete plates, the factory fan hub and pulley assembly, the factory harmonic balancer, the factory pressure relief valve off the rail, factory intercooler piping, factory top radiator hose, which that's not in bad shape. The only reason we changed it out is this twin CP3 kit, factory fuel bowl and fuel bowl housing and bracket, this factory elbow, the 68 RFE shifter cable, passenger side battery box, the overload leafs, this little Bosch emissions module. That's probably something nobody's going to need. The factory 6.7 intercooler, the 68 RFE adapter plate, and these parts are off of an 06 that I had for some time. Drive shaft, U-joints feel good. This is off a quad cab short bed truck. The adapter, 48 RE adapter plate to that. A TTV-A motor for that 48 RE out of an 06. I believe this was working when it came out, but if somebody wants it, I'd just ship it to you. The factory brake assembly for an automatic truck, because what we did was we put a manual in this guy's truck, and that's where my 48 RE came from. The 23 spline input shaft to the transfer case, and I also have, and I put it inside because it was exposed, the factory 23 spline output shaft for the 48 RE. All right, so let's get all this shit cleaned up and we'll get to washing the truck. definitely looks about 1,000,000 times better, all nice and shiny. Yeah, I just need to learn to get in the habit of washing it more, and maybe it wouldn't be such a chore. But another thing I noticed while I was washing it, as you can see, it's pretty warm. You can't see that, but look at all the goddamn stink bugs. Look at these motherfuckers. I gotta get this garage door closed up before they really get in there. But as you can see, they're kind of all over the place. Yeah, just kind of come out of nowhere. Where was I? Anyway, I went on a tangent about the stink bugs closing the garage door. I figured, you know what, it's hot. It should cool down a little bit here later. I had a bunch of errands to run anyway, get stuff ready for tomorrow to leave. And so that's where we're at. We're actually a couple hours later. That's why the sun is down. It is much cooler and the stink bugs are not as prevalent. So the truck definitely gorgeous when she's clean. So I love the look of the black wheels with the blacked out headlights and the blacked out tail lights. Well, they're just tinted, really, not blacked out. And then I always hated these chrome mirrors when I had all the chrome on the truck. But really, with the chrome badge and the chrome mirrors and just kind of how everything's laid out, I think it looks classy as hell that way. Really love how it turned out. Anyhow, now that it's clean, I'll give you a little bit of the big reveal. It's not really a big reveal. I mean, it's hyping it up a little too much. But I'll show you something you guys haven't seen, you haven't heard about. You probably kind of figured I might have, but, well, let's just say it. Alright guys, this is my Polaris Sportsman 850. Let me shut it off. As you can hear, it still even has the factory exhaust. Alright guys, so this is my utility four-wheeler. As you've probably noticed in the garage, I have my old sport four-wheeler, which is a KFX 400. I broke the transmission in that, imagine that. Fixed it, and I just really, after that, kind of never fooled with it. I could never get it to start right and all that, but I just lost interest, and it's something I just need to do. And I've been saying, you know, this winter I'll be doing it for like the past 2 or 3 years. So maybe this winter we'll get to it. This is my Polaris Sportsman 850. This is an SP model, which is the, I guess it's the higher grade model, which comes with the nicer wheels and tires. It also has power steering, which is sweet. Really, the thing is 100% factory. The only things different is the rear bumper, these rear rocker guards, or whatever you want to call them, and the front bumper, and the winch. And those are all Polaris accessories that I had installed when I bought the four-wheeler. So this thing is an animal. Really, going through the woods, you can have it in low gear the entire time, and on the street in high, yeah, this thing will get up to like 70 miles an hour until you get like a death wobble. It's kind of freaky that a utility four-wheeler that weighs 700-800 pounds can go that fast, but the thing rides like a dream. It is pretty fantastic in the woods for something so heavy. It has this awesome feature right here, which you see with the 4x4 with the little incline. That's hill descent control. What hill descent control does, you can put it in four-wheel drive, you can go down a hill, something like that. I mean, I've gone down some pretty steep shit with it, and just let it go. Just no throttle, no brake or nothing, and it will actually engine brake kind of down the hill, and you will just creep as slow as possible down the hill. Really pretty neat. So that's my utility four-wheeler. We're gonna load it in the truck so I could take it down to the camp. So if we gotta drag any deer out, if we gotta go deep into marsh, what have you. But since we got our water and our electric pressure washer, I know, Tom, what are you doing with electric pressure washer? I got it like a yard sale or something like that for like next to nothing. The guy said it didn't work right, and what it is when you first start using it, it'll work and then not work, and you push through that for a minute or two and it's fine. So it's much better than just a hose, but not near as good as a gas pressure washer. So if you can pick one up for cheap, definitely. Otherwise, just save your coins and get a gas one. So let's wash this up. We'll load it in the truck and go from there. The four-wheeler's all washed up, and something I forgot to kind of mention, and I'm sure a few of you have probably picked up on it. This particular SP four-wheeler, I think, came in 3 colors this year. This is a 2015. Gray, red, and white, I think were the colors. Maybe green, I'm not sure. But if you notice the color of the four-wheeler, and then you look over at the truck, yeah, that was kind of done on purpose. I really like the color, so I got the four-wheeler in the same one since it came as one of the options, rather than going with, like, you know, a red or something like that. So it should look pretty good when it's sitting in the bed of the truck. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how are we going to get it in the bed of the truck? Well, maybe some of you aren't and you have four-wheelers, but anyhow, what I used to do is I back it up. There's a little bank up here. Back it up and I just drive it right on. That's all well and good, but down the hunting camp, it's in lower Delaware where the ground is completely flat. I mean, this would be a big hill, which I don't know how well you guys can make it, would be a big hill down there. So that's not going to do. So we have a provision for that. There you have it. These are Reese Explorer Farm and Ranch ramps. I think I got these from the local Tractor Supply. They're like 120, 130 bucks. The only thing I don't like about them is this angle here. As you can see, it'll kind of dig into the plastic on the tailgate, which, you know, I like to keep the truck as nice as I can, so I'll take little measures like this cardboard to try and prevent it from digging in, because it still looks like shit if it's like that. So I just kind of get them about lined up with the wheel wells, and then I center up the four-wheeler to the hitch and then move the ramps accordingly, cinch everything down. As you can see, which maybe you can't, maybe it's getting too dark, but there is a very tight gap between the wheels and the wheel wells of the truck. I mean, I got like an inch over here, and I don't know how much of that, or if any, you guys will be able to see. So I'll strap it down, and as you saw, I pulled up a little too far the first time. I like it so it's on the tailgate enough that the tailgate's not going to be flopping up and down as we're driving. So I'll strap it down in all 4 corners. Finally, it seems like the manufacturers have figured out strapping shit down, and that the old systems just didn't work. So now we have these nice latches, plus the four-wheeler's in park. That's another thing. If you're doing this four-wheeler is very easy to control, but you got to watch that back glass. This four-wheeler in low, in four-wheel drive, I can just putt up the ramps as you just saw, but a lot of them you got to get a little bit of a running start, which means you need to be ready with that front brake. Otherwise you could end up in the cab of your truck. So I'm going to tighten this thing up, and that'll probably be it for the video. All right, so I know it's real dark out. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I have the ramps secured to the machine. The machine is fastened down in 4 corners, pulling forwards and backwards so we don't lose it. Probably a bit excessive, but losing a four-wheeler out of the back of the truck would not be good. So anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in a week. Well, I guess that's kind of funny considering what I said earlier. Really, I will see you in a week, but you'll see me probably in a couple of days. I gotta go pack my shit, which is also funny because I'm telling you I gotta go pack my shit. When you're gonna be watching this, I'm probably gonna be in the process of unpacking my shit. So anyway, a little amusing anecdote there, but four-wheeler strapped in, and we're ready to hunt. I hope maybe we'll get big buck this year. I don't know. This is only my second year hunting down there, and they do a contest among the guys, you know, kind of like a gentleman's bet. It's like $10, you know, nothing major, but see which team of two guys gets the heaviest deer, live weight, you know, with the guts in it and all that. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a chance to get a big buck for the year. I don't know. Who knows? But it's just definitely something fun, and there's a lot of ball busting going on down there. But that's what makes it so much fun. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to catch you guys in a week, like I said, a couple days for you guys. So get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck. Yeah, maybe load your four-wheeler up. Take it out in the woods and see if you can find Bambi. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.